Welcome back, everybody. We'll be starting shortly. Just so happy to see folks getting in. All our regular crew, so many regulars here. Hey, Valerie, Madame Lola, Shauna, Beetle, Lizzie, Assumpta, Gil, LP, everyone who already said hi. Thank you guys for jumping into the chat already and creating the friendly environment in which we can all learn together, make mistakes together, take a shot at a question from Jack. Maybe we're not 100% confident in, but we'll all keep doing our best. We'll all learn together. We'll all support each other. This is the place to make mistakes. So thank you for making it the fun and supportive place that it is. Just a reminder, all the regulars, you guys know this. If you run into tech trouble, don't leave that in the live chat. Instead, just reply to any of the emails that I send you, and I can help out personally and privately. Or just come by the website, learnbridgeonline.com, and use the support widget. And I have backup links. I have some tips. I'll do whatever I can to help out. But we won't distract from the learning going on over here, which is, after all, what we're all here for. LP, so LP can't hear. I'll leave it in the chat here. Please use the backup link in the email, or email me here at hello@learnbridgeonline.com. I think we're just about ready to start. I see the backup stream already going. Let me start the recording so that we'll be ready to call our teacher on up to the stage. I'm so happy to see so many familiar names and new names signed up for Wednesday's free lesson with Jack. Here we go. The recording is active. Welcome back, everyone in the class watching by replay. Sad you can be with us live, but maybe we'll see you either Wednesday or next week, same time, same place. And of course, if you have questions about today's lesson, just want to make sure you know you're invited to leave those bridge questions for Jack on the class page. And reach out to me anytime I can be of any help with tech, membership, anything that isn't bridge. I'm not your guy for that. We have our teacher. Speaking of, let's call him up to the stage and we'll get started. All right, let me find him. All right, here he is. I'm going to call him up. Thanks, Shauna. Thanks for helping out. Hey, Vivian, Scotty. Hey, Jack.
Morning.
Sorry, we got a siren going by. I don't know if you can hear this, but yeah, maybe they're spreading the word about Wednesday's free lesson. We're inviting all bridge friends to join, and I know quite a few members of this class have spread the word to their friends. So
it's great to share that so many people of these classes are sending on the email with that funny Houdini video to their. Yeah, I like that. There's quite a good picture of me.
And what an amazing hand. My goodness.
Yes. Hopefully they've worked it out by now. It's really difficult. But yes, and everyone's been really, you and I are delighted that everyone's passing on the email. Well, not everyone, but quite a few people are passing on to their friends.
Not too late. If you haven't yet invited your friends, they can sign up right from the homepage, learnbridgeonline.com, or forward the email that we've sent to everyone on our list. So
I think I've said it before, but I think a lot of people don't realize what fun we have on the online teaching and how instructive online teaching is. It's totally interactive, immersive. So we've got a really exciting time. We've got the free lesson on Wednesday, and obviously we've got this new lesson I'm doing today, which is with 4 brand new hands, never been taught online before. So some really tricky hands, some fun hands to play as well.
So I imagine some folks reviewed the lessons that from last autumn about duplicate strategy. If you find today's lesson challenging, those lessons are there for you to review afterwards as well. You can access those from the class page. But let's get to it, Jack, shall we?
Let's go. I'm ready.
All right, here we go. We've been looking forward to this one. Jack, I'll turn it over to you. Sing out my name if I could be of any help.
See you on the other side, Bajir. Thank you for the intro. You shouldn't have recognized that Houdini hand, Jack. No, you haven't done it before, Shauna. Anyway, let's get going. I just need to press a couple of buttons. And it's question and answer today. So, this is a review of the first 2 lessons of duplicate pairs tactics that I covered last September and October. So you're playing duplicate, okay, where over tricks are vital, and you don't push for borderline games in general. So a couple of little hints for you. So I've opened one no trump, 12 to 14, playing Apple. What would you bid with that hand? What have you got? 11 points. You're my partner. We're playing duplicate. Answers starting to flood in on the live chat box, which scrolls down the right-hand side of my screen. And a very good warm welcome. It should be a warm welcome. We've had amazing weather, haven't we, in the UK, to those watching in replay as well. So it's a question and answer session. Of course, in replay, you have a little bit more time to think about it. Right. Well, you don't push for borderline games. Is that a good 11 points? An average one or a bad one? It's a terrible 11 points. It could not be worse. So you don't bid 2 no trumps here. You try and, the odds of being in 3 no trumps making is very low. And you score the same for being in 2 no trumps at duplicate as you do in 1 no trump. So a lot of you did pass. Quite a few bid 2 no trumps. But well done if you passed. That was good strategy. You've also got the worst shaping bridge, 4-3-3-3, flat as a pancake. There you go. No, that's the worst shaping bridge. That's what the caption is for you, Sam. Welcome back, Sam, by the way. I don't think we've seen you live for a little while. And there are no intermediates, no 9s and 10s. There's nothing good to be said that about 11 points. Really, do you want to be in 2 no trumps -1? Or would you be in 1 no trump, rather 1 no trump just making? Yeah. Very good. Well done. Good. A lot of you did pass, which I was impressed with. So we haven't done this for a long time. So it's question and answer. Here's another one. What would you bid with that one? Same 11 points. Yeah, you got 3 answers, really. Well, I won't tell you them all yet because that might be giving it away. The answers are still coming in. But that's very, very good 11 points. I would say, yeah, average good 11s. Definitely you can bid, whatever. That's a very good 11, isn't it? All those 10s and jack 10s and 10 9s, the jack 10 combo. But some of you don't, it's not bridge prison because I'm feeling generous, have forgotten to use Stamen. Yeah, there you go. Look, it's probation, I think, rather than bridge prison. But look, a lot of improvers and intermediates do forget to use Stamen. But Stamen is a very good tool in duplicate. Yeah. Unless you've got 4-3-3-3, in which case you don't use Stamen. Well done. But quite a few do forget to use it. Right, let's go on to our first hand, our first brand new hand. Never been taught before online. 1 spade is normal. 1 no trump is normal. I'm not going to ask you the question. South rebids 2 diamonds, of course. Again, most of the time you would do that. Not all the time, but most of the time you'd show your 5-4 shape. Now, here's the question. So North's done a dustbin 6-9. What next for North with their 6 points, do you think? LP's with us. Well done, LP. It was nice to see some of the LBOs in Sandbanks last week. Quite a few of them, actually. I won't name all the names, but you know who you were. We had a jolly time. Well, almost everyone in the chat box bidding 2 spades, but it's a poor doubleton. We've only got 6 points. Do we really want to give partner another bid? That's the advantage of, the 5-2 fit normally plays better than the 4-3, but really the key in duplicate is to try and get a plus score. And here, with only 6 points, we're not bothered about giving partner another bid if they've got 17-18, because we're not going to make game. So a couple of clues. You can change your answer. Normally, yes, we do go back to the 5-2, but look at that poor doubleton in spades and look how good those diamonds are. King, Queen, X. And look at the point count. With 6 points, no chance of game. We really don't want to give partner another bid. Nearly everyone bid 2 spades in the chat box, which is not surprising. How did you do at home on replay? If you pass, you did very well, because it's not easy to do. Because it's one of the exceptions. Normally, you do go back to partner's first suit. Let's have the opening lead, shall we? What does West lead to 2 diamonds? Really excited to be bringing you this lesson. Well, clubs are the unbid suit, but can we listen to the bidding here? I'm listening to the bidding. It's very unusual for responder to leave partner in their second suit. So it means either that they're very short in, normally means that they've got a singleton spade and 3 diamonds, in which case a trump lead is automatic. So in this type of auction, the 3 of diamonds lead is automatic for me when responder leaves opener in their second suit. Yeah. Normally, it would mean they've got a singleton spade and 3 diamonds, but obviously this is a similar, it's not far away from that. So very well done again if you chose a trump lead there. Most of you led the jack of clubs, the unbid suit, but no, for me it's an automatic trump lead. Listening to the bidding. Which card do we play at trick 2, everyone, from the dummy? Yes, these are tricky hands, of course. Definitely duplicate pairs review is at the top end of this intermediate class. For those who've joining possibly from the improvers as guests or others who've joined recently. This is a top end of difficulty for this this intermediate class on Monday. Yeah, clear to create a void in dummy. Which one do we trump with? Nice to have Sam back. Champion of my captions, of course. The super fan. Morning, Scotty, Shauna, Annie M, Janie, Anne, Amelie, Margarita, Dawn. Yes, you're not falling into the trap. If you trump low, it gets over trumped and they come back a trump. That'd be bad news. A good dedication, Sam, yes. 8 of clubs is the discard. High encouraging, low discouraging when you signal or discard. Which card from dummy next? We're going along quite nicely. Adrienne, Maggie, good morning. Madam Lola, Dawn, Janie, Amelie, Margarita. We're on the dummy. Yes, what a lovely time to be on holiday in Cornwall. Chosen a good week to go. Now we must draw trumps, hoping they're 3-3. Which they are. It's our lucky day. Diamonds are 3-3. Only a 36% chance. Which card do we play next from the dummy? Sorry, from the dummy, from Declarer. Yes, clear to set up a spade. Well done, everyone. So we lose to win. Good. Well done, yes. Lose to win. And we've still got a trump left. So they will switch to a club now. But we can trump the club return. 10 of spades is now a length winner. Well done. And we just give up the last 2 tricks to the oppo. Nicely done. That would be a very tidy score at duplicate, because 2 spades would have gone down. Yeah, so plus 90 would be a really good score. We've stayed nice and low. 2 spades wasn't making here. Not an easy hand to play. Scotty, yes. But not the hardest. I think they might get more difficult. Difficult to pass, though, because against the grain. But I've told you the reasons why. Most of the time, you would go back to the 5-2. Let's not forget that. But you know the reasons that we didn't here. We had very poor spades, and we had really good diamonds, and we only had a 6-point count. If I'd have had 8 or 9 points for the north hand, I would have gone back to 2 spades. So it's a very fine line, what we're doing, this winning strategy at duplicate. Let's go back to the classroom. No, but we've got good diamonds in dummy, Judy. That's the point. We've got really good diamonds in dummy. We don't know how good partners are. Right, let's go back to the classroom. It's love all. Not that that would matter too much, but do you overcall 3 hearts here? It's gone 1 spade past 2 spades. Would you bid 3 hearts here, or would you pass as the overcaller? Morning, Maria. Trying to say good morning to most of you. Di, Vicky H, Sally AD. Assumptors on board. Tim, Maz, Tiggy, KTP, Andrew, Dulcie, B. You're all bidding 3 hearts. By the look of it. Looks like a good choice to me. A lead directing bid. Also, the opponents have found a fit, so they're very unlikely to W. Wouldn't be rule of 20, Jane. You know, that's for opening. It's the rule of telling partners to lead a heart. There you go. Yeah, that's a heart shape as well. I didn't realize that when I did the caption. But what is the caption doing there? It's nothing. It's not actually to do with hearts. There's one to keep you going, Sam. But yes, when the opponents have bid and supported a suit, you should be bold. This is a bold bid of 3 hearts. You know, you've only got 10 points. But you do want the suit led. Oh, Fred, good morning. Haven't seen you for a little while. A lead, that's a good one. I'll tell you what it is. It's quite cryptic. It's when you want the suit led, LED, for LED lights. There, that got you. I like all of your answers, though, for what the caption should be, but it's LED as an LED lights. It just so happens that it's in a heart shape as well. Patricia, you need to refresh your browser. Quite obscure, wasn't it, Vicky? I like to keep your minds going. Yes, the caption could be other things as well. I'm glad it tested your memory powers. On to the next. Okay, swiftly on. It's quite quick fire today, you know. Good one to watch in replay. After your Dustin won no trump, what do you bid next with 6 points? Well, it's very close, this one, I have to tell you. But similar to the previous one, yes. Yeah, leave it in diamonds. Lousy hand, more likely to make 2 diamonds with great diamonds and 2 spades, and almost no chance of game. So that's similar to the hand we've just done on BBA. Well done. Good. Well done, Jan, Tim, Sarah M, Cynthia. You're all passing, yeah. We've learned from our mistake. Wouldn't really mistake bidding 2 spades. Yeah, it's a judgment thing. Definitely not bridge prison. Let's go and play hand 2. on BBO. So the worksheet today will be, yes, a summary of the first 2 lessons of winning strategy at duplicate. I'm sure you're all going to open a heart playing Akol. 18 points. What do you bid with the south hand? 6 points. Choose between 1 no trump dustbin, 2 hearts, or 2 clubs. Hi, Gillian. Nice to see you last week. Robert and Sue, the double act. Verona, Janie. Eaters in Ireland. Jill. Pebbles. Most of you are bidding 2 hearts, yes. I'm glad to see none of you. Ooh, 1 or 2 of you bid 2 clubs. That's naughty. 2 clubs would show 10 plus points, or root of 14, which would be 8 points in a 6-card suit, adding up to 14. So 2 clubs is the bid I like least, followed by 1 no trump. But 2 hearts is the clear choice here for intermediates and improvers. I see you, LP. It's the Amazon delivery driver again, is it? What does North rebid now, if anything, with 18 points? Yeah, so in a month's time, we'll do part 2 of this winning strategy, a duplicate review, which I'm sure will be very welcome. Those will be lessons 3 and lessons 4. This is basic lessons 1 and lessons 2 that we did last September and October. It's a really tough course, this, so it will be repeated later in the year. Once a month. 2 no trumps is perfect. So 2 no trumps is a really descriptive bid here. It shows precisely 17, 18 points and precisely 4 hearts. Yeah? If North had 5 hearts, they'd bid 3 hearts here. Anything more for South? Responder? Morning, Adrienne. Do you think if you're watching in replay, would you bid anything with the south hand, or would you pass? I'm going to give you a clue, because it's quite tricky, this. It's not something I think we've ever actually done before online with you, but it does come up every now and again, and it is a more advanced bid. I'd like to ask a question of you. Well, first of all, do we want to play in hearts? The answer is no. But do we want to play in no trumps? Are those clubs going to be useful in no trumps or not? So that is a clue. Or is the suit most likely to be a little bit dead? So that's a clue as to your next bid. Do you think no trumps is going to play well? And also, playing winning strategy at duplicate, should we be playing for a positive score? There's poor entries, Vivian, yes. That Queen of Hearts might not even be an entry to the clubs. How can we play safe here? 3 no trumps. Oh, hi, Demondrill. You must be new. Unless you've changed your name. Do you think 3 no trumps is going to be happy if partner's got the ace queen of clubs? Yes. Oh, welcome anyway. You've joined a fairly advanced lesson, but a very useful one. So what we're going to do here is bid 3 clubs. That's what I would do at the table. And I hope my partner would understand it. What does North do next, do you think? Quite a tricky sequence, this, actually. We've never had this sequence before. It comes up every now and again when you play bridge. And it's very easy to get it wrong. So I think this is the first time we've had this bidding sequence online. It definitely shows 6 clubs, Patricia, yes. To bid like South, I'll tell you what South hand is. To bid like this, everyone, you may not have, I think many of you won't have come across this sequence before, which is why you're getting it wrong. So you're going to learn a lot from this bidding sequence. So when South bids like this, I'll tell you what they've got. They've got 3 hearts, okay? Can't have 4, otherwise they'd go back to 3 hearts. So they must have 3 cards supporting hearts, and it shows a 6-card club suit here, and a weak hand, typically 6 or 7 points. And basically it says, listen, I've got a weak hand with clubs, leave me in 3 clubs, please. If South wanted to bid 3 no trumps, they would have done this a long time ago. Well, rather than bidding 3 clubs. So this will be a new sequence for most of you watching today, either live or in replay. It's quite a difficult sequence, but in my mind, it does make sense logically. But then, no, this can't be a forcing bid, Dulcie. There are exceptions to every rule, you know. If you want to let it waft over your head, Maggi and others, you can. But it is for the more experienced players in this class, this one. Well, why would you bid 3 clubs with a 5-card suit? You wouldn't. You know, you'd leave partner in 2 no trumps. That's the point. So it must show, logically, a weak hand with 6 clubs and 3 hearts. I think some of it's wafting, some of it's going in. Why not 3 no trumps now? Listen, look at those 2 hands together. A number of you wanted to be in 3 no trumps. Would you want to be in 3 no trumps there? No. Disaster. There's no entry to the clubs. 3 no trumps would go down. At least 2. Those clubs are completely useless once West holds up the ace. Yeah, it is for the more experienced members. Right, let's get on. 3 clubs it is, Queen of Diamonds led. Yeah, I think the jury's out on that one. Some of it's wafting, some of the students, some of it's going in. I wonder what the replay viewers thought. Yes, they're much the same. Don't worry about it too much. It doesn't come up. It comes up pretty rarely, that. But when it does, next time, hopefully you'll remember it. And even more important, hopefully your partner will remember it and not bid 3 no trumps with a north hand. No, there's no entries, Jane. No entries to no trumps. Right, let's go. Hang on. High encouraging signal showing the King of Diamonds there from East. What card do we play next from Dummy? Remember, these are more difficult hands. These are at the top end of what we do on this class on Mondays. So if you've just joined, yeah, this is top end stuff. Also, when it's high end stuff, you know, like the content, it also means the set hands will be more difficult as well. Yeah, let's draw the trumps. Does West take their ace of clubs or do they duck it? My website was down yesterday, by the way, so anyone who tried to visit my website, yorkshirebridge.co.uk, it's now working again, just to tell you. Yes, good play to duck it. It is, West is an experienced player. No need to take it yet. Makes life a little bit more difficult for Declarer. Yeah, good play to duck the ace there. No point ducking again. They take their diamond winner. And another diamond, which we ruff. Draw the last trump. Diamonds away. Yeah, it's all about working again now, Anne, so everything's good. Caused me a bit of stress, but that's what happens with technology, isn't it? Now, what card do we play next from Declare, everyone? We've drawn the trumps. Which card specifically do we play from Declare South? And of course, do remember, you can play out these hands. I'll just remind you one more time. 2 of them you can play out yourselves. See if you can make the hands or make as many over tricks as you can. And then you press the next button when you're finished. And that shows you how I'm playing it here. Yeah, how you can make the maximum amount of tricks. The next button on the BBO hand viewer. We give you the 2 hands on the website next to the replay. Right. Well, do you play the queen or the 4? No, you play the lower card towards the high cards, not the queen. That would be a mistake. To the knave. Okay, what next? Winning finesse. Which card next, do you think, from the declarer? There's no rush to play the ace of hearts. I mean, we'll make all the heart tricks if West has king X, but that's unlikely. I think it's definitely right to play the ace of spades now. Followed by the king. Followed by a ruff. What we've just done, by the way, is we've isolated the menace. I'm not going to explain that. But can you see which card we play now from south? We've just ruffed the spade. Which card do we play now as south? Just look at the West's cards. If you're watching in replay, you've got more time to think about this. Can we make the rest of the tricks? Do you fancy a squeeze? Because that's what we've done to West. We've squeezed them. On this last club, West is caught in a heart spade squeeze. So what we did there was essential to rough out the spades. So East could not guard the spades. They didn't have any. So West is the sole guardian of the king 10 of hearts and the jack of spades. They're squeezed. Look what happens if they throw the spade, then we throw the heart. And our 9 of spades is a winner. We make the rest of the tricks. In practice, they'd probably throw a heart, hoping their partner had the queen. But then goes away the spade. Look, it served its purpose. Very clever. I mean, squeezes I don't teach online. I don't teach them face-to-face either. They are the domain of your club expert. They really are. They're one step above end play squeezes. I mean, if you're interested, and now we can just play a small heart to the ace. And triumphantly, the 8 of hearts is our 11th trick. Sorry, the queen of hearts is the 11th trick. Doesn't matter what East throws, Andrew. No, East is fixed. It's purely West who's squeezed here in hearts and spades. Doesn't matter what East throws. Their cards are useless. They could throw it. They probably would throw a diamond. No, we couldn't. Vicky, if you play the queen of hearts first, then we only ever make the ace and the jack. Goes queen, king, ace, cover an honor with an honor. We'd lose to the 10 or the 9. No, it doesn't matter that East had 9 doubleton of hearts. I'll just show you. Hang on. Well, I won't show you. I haven't got time to show you now. But no, it didn't matter if East hung on to their hearts. Do you see them at the start? No, squeezes tend to happen about halfway through the hand, Tiggy. Yeah. Yeah, not like end plays. End plays happen, you generally spot end plays at the beginning of a hand. Squeezes generally happen halfway through when you know what the opponents have got. So 3 clubs was the only making contract there. 3 no trumps would have been at least 2 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, we knew West had the king of hearts, you see, Robertson Sue, and we had to hope that they had the 4 spades as well. We didn't know they had 4 spades, but we had to hope that they did, in which case they were caught in this squeeze. And we suspected they did, because when we played the ace, king of spades in the 3rd one, the queen came up from East. But it doesn't matter what East discards, no, it's all down to West. Right, let's move on back to the classroom. But if you play that one out yourselves, you'll see it doesn't matter what East discards. It's all down to West. Now, back to the question and answer. You've opened a spade with your 14 points. North has bid one no trump dustbin. Back to you as South. What might you bid with South at that 14 points? Here's another clue for you. Let me just tell you, normally you would bid 2 diamonds to show 5-4, but this is duplicate pairs tactics. Partner probably hasn't got 3 spades, otherwise they would have bid 2 spades, by the way. Our spades are very poor. There's a clue for you. Partner's probably got a doubleton spade. They're unlikely to have 3 spades, as they would have bid 2 spades instead of 1 no trump. And can you just have a look for me at the hearts and the clubs, the unbid suits? What does that tell you about this hand? The holding in hearts and clubs. And remember that 1 no trump scores much better than diamonds. 2 diamonds only scores 90 points. 1 no trump plus 1 scores 120. I think the holding in hearts and clubs here is key. You've got queen 10, queen 10. That's really like a no trumpy type of holding. So this is one of those few, there are not many exceptions, when we pass. So very well done if you pass there, because it's not easy to do, either in replay or watching live this morning at 10:06 UK time. So it's normal for everyone to show 5-4. 95% of the time you do it. But look at the 2 honor holdings. They are more suitable for no trumps. Yes, queen 10, Sam, is good for no trumps. Queens and jacks are good for no trump play because they set up tricks eventually. Again, if you rebid 2 diamonds, partner will probably put you back to 2 spades on quite normally a small doubleton. So leave partner in 1 no trump here. But it is an exception. Remember, most of the time you would bid 2 diamonds here, but I've told you the reasons why you wouldn't. Again, a dustbin 1 no trump response. You've come back 2 diamonds. What next for South? It is hard, this lesson. That's why we're repeating it. You know, we're reviewing it. What next for South? Judy, every hand is different. These are difficult hands. You know. Really, I'd be thinking very little chance of game here. Pass is best. Game in hearts is too unlikely. And there's a lottery winning check. That's pretty unlikely, isn't it? Yeah, and as Peter's just said in the chat box, everyone's bid 2 hearts here. You'd want to have a 6-card suit. Good. So just pass there. Try and get the plus score. Morning, Pat, Mary. Here's another. All similar situations, these ones so far. Good thinking from Peter Sarah, yes. What about this one? You bid 1 no trump, partner's come back with 5 spades and 4 clubs. What do you do? Pass, 2 spades. Can't think of much else you'd do. You've got quite a few to get through, so I don't want to hang around too long. Yeah, this is a classic 2 spade false preference. Some of you passing, no. The reason reason we're bidding 2 spades is we've got the Jack X of spades, which is useful, and we've got 9 points, so we do give partner another bid. Because remember, North could be 17, 18 points when they bid 2 clubs here. They don't jump over 1 no trump unless they got 19 plus. So North could be 17, 18. So I know on previous hands we passed, but that was when we only had 6 points. Here we've got 9. We need to give partner another bid. Okay? For those who passed. Yeah, there's 9 points. Again, another 9 points. What do you do with this one? Do you bid, well, 3 options. Again, you pass, bid 3 clubs or 2 spades. I'll forgive you. Oh, sorry, I'll forgive you. I'll believe you, Sam and Shauna, that you forgot to count your points. Thousands wouldn't. But I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. It's Monday morning. The sun is now shining. Well, definitely not pass, but do you bid 2 spades or do you bid 3 clubs? I think you need a hint. In duplicate pairs, making 2 spades plus 1 scores more than 3 clubs. So 2 spades plus 1 is 140. Making 9 tricks in clubs is 110. Therein lies a clue. You can change your answer. I'm in a good mood. Yeah, even with 4 clubs, back to 2 spades here. You've got good spades, Queen 10. You've got good points, so you give partner another bid. And of course, spades score higher than clubs there. Must keep the scoring in mind. That's why this lesson is a difficult one, but such a useful one. Let's go on to hand 3 on BBA. Right, what are we doing this time? Oh, it's 1 no trump opener. What do you do on the North hand, everyone? What do you got? 11 points. For watching in replay, how are you getting on? Good one to watch again in replay. I'd probably give it a day or 2 before I watch this. If I was a student, wouldn't want to scramble my brain too much. Yeah, clear to transfer. Well, hang on. I will even alert it. 2 spades. Automatic from South. What's North's rebid here, everyone? Morning, Valerie. Morning, Louise MW. Lives near Helmsley, Pickering area. Lovely part of the world. Jane. Anne O. What's the rebid here? You transfer with 5 card majors, Jane Catherine. Use Stamen with 4 card majors. Very important. So transfer with 5 card majors. Use Stamen with 4 card. You have 2 no trumps showing 11 or 12. So that's a very descriptive bid from North. They've got precisely 5 spades and 11 or 12 points. What next for South, do you think? What do they got? 13 points? What do you think if you're watching in replay? Choose between pass and 3 spades. You're not going to raise the game on that. Very poor 13 count. 4 triple 3. Choose between pass and 3 spades. I must say, normally you might go back to 3 spades. But today, well done if you passed. The signals are there. You're very flat. There's no roughing value as South with 4, 3, 3, 3. Your spades are poor. You're best off leaving partner in 2 no trumps here. Yes, bad luck if you got that one wrong. Yeah, because you're so flat. Opening lead is what? From West? Clearly a club, but which one? It's good to commit, Andrew. That's why no one makes mistakes. No one minds if you make mistakes here. Imagine if you're in a real class, though, face to face, and you had to put it in your hand and we told you were wrong. You just wouldn't do it. That's the main advantage. One of the main advantages of online teaching. It's so interactive. Right, you're going to lead the king of clubs. Well done. Yeah, remember this is an exception. If you've got king, queen, 10, a broken sequence, lead the king. If you had king, queen, and 3 little ones, lead the 4th highest. But from king, queen, 10, and length, lead the king in no trumps. Well, like you would do in trump contracts. Avoids losing a cheap trick to say Jack X in dummy. Now, I've made a plan. 3, 4, 5 certain tricks. I know where the extras are coming from. I think you do too. Clear to duck the lead. What does West do at trick 2, everyone? Clear for declare to duck, of course. What card does West play back at trick 2? Bit of defense. And just a reminder, 2 of these hands you can replay yourselves. Do have a go at those. Let me know how you get on next week. And then click the next button, which is very quick. You know, it just takes you through the hand, how it should be played. A new facility we've just offered in the last 2 weeks. What does West do next, though? Well, I think it's dangerous to switch to a heart from queen 10, 5. So we prefer the 10 of diamonds. Yeah. Clear to get the spades going. Just looking at the north-south cards, if you can be honest with yourselves, which spade would you play from the dummy if you're playing this hand in real life? Not looking at the opponents. Which spade is it correct to play? I'm enjoying these new hands. I hope you are as well. Always good to have 4 brand new set hands. And they're fun, they're challenging. Clear to do the deep finesse. Yeah, we were quite a few playing the jack. You should have been in the sandbanks last week. We were doing advanced finessing, and you would know to play the 9. Come and join us next year. Wins with a king. And of course, a club comes back. But that was the deep finesse of the king, queen, and crucially, the 10 of spades as well. We successfully finessed the 10 of spades. They've come back another club. We might as well play the 8 of hearts as a discard. Winning as you expect it to. Ace of spades. 4 of spades is a link. With a crucial play there was the deep finesse. King of diamonds. To the ace. We'll try for the over trick with the hearts. But West covers with the queen, of course. Holding queen 10, they always would. And the ops make the last 2 tricks. But we've just made 2 no trumps exactly. Good. Which scores much better than 1, 2, 3. Much better than 2 spades. Good. So 2 no trumps there. 120 would score much better than 2 spades, which is only 110. Good. Well done. Not too hard, that hand. Just the deep finesse, spade to the 9, really. Okay, let's go on to something different now. 1 no trump opening bid here. What would you do next there with 16 points? What's your best bid there? Playing duplicate pairs, of course. Think of 2 bids you'd make there. In my mind, you have 2 to choose from. The 2 bids to choose from, by the way, would be 2 club statement, or just going to 3 no trumps. Choose between the 2. I imagine that most of you would go via 2 club stamen, but when you've got 28 or more points and good holdings in the shorter suits like here, 3 no trumps will often score better than 4 spades, even with the 4-4 fit. So let's have a look at the answer. Sam changed her mind just in the nick of time, Sam. You had like 1 second to change your mind. You did it just in time. The others, I think, have heard my clue. Here's the answer. Look, 3 no trumps, plenty of values to spare. So when you've got like probably 28 or more points, you've got no weak suit, and you've got poor spades, you don't bother with Stayman. And what's that car doing there? Yes, what's the car, Sam? Come on, forget about the bridge. What's the relevance of the car? Good to have a bit of fun, isn't it? I do like the captions. It's something I just thought of when I started doing this. I never just kind of came to me that'd be a bit more interesting. Yes, there you go. To spare. Spare wheel, spare tire. Yeah, well done. Okay, so that's something for you that you may not know. When you're kind of near 30 points, 28 to 30 or 32, often best to play in 3 no trumps rather than finding the 4-4 fit in the major. Only when you've got lots of points between you. And you've got good holdings in the short suits, clubs and hearts. Okay, you've opened a spade on your 13 count. Partner's gone 1 no trump. What's your best bid now as South? And remember today, quite a lot of these are exceptional bids, you know. Most of the time you're going to be doing the normal thing, but these are the exceptions for strategy winning strategy at duplicate. You know, most of the time when partner comes back a 1 no trip dustbin, you do show a 5-4. But there is the odd exception. We are just trying to sharpen your game a bit. What do you think about this one? This is a tricky one. And it's all down to that E word that I do talk about every now and again. E for experience. Can I just give you a hint? Are those spades going to be useful in no trumps? Here's a clue. It is tricky, Margarita, because we're looking at the exceptions today, really. We're fine-tuning. Are we going to make, that's a very balanced 7-2-2-2, isn't it? It's a balanced 7-card suit, 7-2-2-2. I think, you know, you do have to be brave here, but is experience. Experience would tell me that's 7 quick tricks in spades. We're going to score better in no trumps. Should we have a look? 1 second to change your answer. From the chat box. Most of the chat box bid 4 spades here. Or 3 spades. It's 3 no trumps. 8 top tricks in 3 no trumps and 4 spades. So clearly, if you're making 10 tricks in no trumps, that's 430. Yeah, but Robertson suit partners bid 1 no trump. They're very likely to have stoppers in hearts or diamonds. It is a small gamble, but remember, duplicate bridge is sometimes about taking small gambles. Yes, clearly partner's got no values in spades. They must have some points between them. Yeah, you just have to go for it to some turn. Remember, the opposition haven't bid hearts or diamonds. You don't have to be too worried. Of course, caption is to do with tricks with the dumbbell in its mouth. No, 7-2-2 is not a balanced hand, Jill, but it's balanced for a 7-card suit. You know, when you've got a 7-card suit, 7-2-2-2 is balanced. It's not a balanced hand, though, no. Let's get confused. Yes, but that's the point, Robertson Sue. Robertson Sue just said 3 no trumps is 400 and 4 spades is 420. But Robertson Sue, 9 tricks in no trumps is 400. 9 tricks in 4 spades is -1. To my experience, you're going to make the same amount of tricks in this hand in no trumps as you would be in spades. So if you only make 9 tricks in spades, that's 1 down. If you make 9 tricks in no trumps, that's contract made. If you make 10 tricks in no trumps, that's say 430. 10 tricks in spades is only 420. So what we're just saying is those lovely spades are more useful in no trumps. Here's another one. You've got a 7-card heart suit this time. 17 points. What do you think about that? But I think I must say it's important, you know, these are exceptions today mainly. That's why it's high end. You know, it's a high end lesson. Oh, that's a typo. Tiggy, well done. Tiggy spotted a typo. Yeah, it should be 1 heart. I'll change that. Yeah, sorry. Gosh, well done. I didn't spot that before. I'll make a note. What slide is it? 25. Yes, 1 heart it should be, right, Sal? Yeah, so 1 heart by South. Let's make that clear. I'll change it for next time. Is this a situation where you bid 3 no trumps, or do you bid 4 hearts? One of the two. It's too strong for 3. No point bidding 3 hearts will be non-forcing. To open 1 heart and rebid 3 hearts, non-forcing. You definitely want to be in game here. So well done. We bid 4 hearts here. The hearts need time, yeah. Well done. I'll correct that typo for next time. I'll have a word with my proofreader, Jack's mum. Send her apologies, she can't be here today. It's an easy caption, that one, yes. Let's move on to another situation. 1 club by me. You bid 1 diamond with your 10 count. I've jumped to 3 clubs. What next for you as South with your 10 points? Yes, this will depend on, let's have a look. Three spades is your best bid here, which shows a spade stopper. Remember, 3 hearts doesn't ask for a stopper. Over this sequence, 3 spades shows a stopper. Okay? And by inference, no heart stopper. So this is an interesting one for you. When the partner bids like this, repeats their minor suit, a new suit by South shows a spade stopper. It does not show a 4-card suit because North has denied 4 spades when they jump to 3 clubs. So here, South has got a spade stopper asking North to bid 3 no trumps with a heart stopper. Because I would be worried about the hearts here. We do need to bid though. I think 1 or 2 of you passed. Partner's got 16 or more points. We definitely want to be in game on this hand, but are we going to be in game in 3 no trumps? If partner's got a heart stopper, or are we going to be in game in 5 clubs? So 3 spades here shows a stopper in spades. Yeah. So the standard thing in bridge, not something I thought up this morning. It's tricky bidding. Yeah. If you want less tricky bidding, the improvers are waiting for you on Wednesday at 11. Where, of course, we're doing our come along and join our lesson on further double. But it is difficult. I imagine half the class will find that bid difficult. Half will find it okay. But yeah, that's what it is. Shows a stopper. Stopper showing. Something we do every now and again. Here's another one. You've opened a spade this time. We've got the bidding right. Partner dustbins. What next now with your 6-5 shape? Which contract do you want to be in really here? I'd want to be in 4 spades, Andrew, yes. 2 spades is non-forcing, by the way. Partner will often pass. This is a challenging lesson, Jill. More for the, obviously the more experienced players in this class will be happier with it than the less experienced. I'm just going to bid for 2 spades is non-forcing. Partner would often pass. They do say 6-5, come alive. What's that dog doing flying? I've got some new captions for you as well, obviously. I always have fun putting in new captions. Why is that spaniel? It looks like a cocker spaniel, doesn't it? Oh, it's come alive. What? 6-5, come alive. Good try, Tiggy. It's a great photo, isn't it? My mum and dad used to have cocker spaniels. No, bound, of course. It's bounding, isn't it? Yeah. It's definitely bounding, that dog. Here's another one. 1 spade by you with your 16 balanced. 1 no trump by North. The thing is, Jane, yeah, what's your rebid now as South, everyone, with your 16 count? Jane's asking why not show diamonds, please. No point really, Jane. It's duplicate pairs. We don't want to play in diamonds. We just want to play in spades. And spades were really solid, weren't they? Look. King, Queen, Jack, 10. You don't really want to play in anything else apart from spades. Good question, though, from Jane. Do you push for borderline games at duplicate? The answer is no. 2 no trumps here, which shows 17-18, invitation. There we go. So 15-16, partners dustbined it. Game is very unlikely. Let's play the final hand. It's 10:31, but let's play the final hand anyway. A little bit of extra time. I've got 5 minutes I can spare you. Pass, 1 diamond. South bids cheapest of 4s a heart. North jumps to 3 diamonds to show 16 plus. Okay, non-forcing, by the way. Shows 16 plus with a 6-card suit. Just bring, what does South bid next? Clearly we need to bid to gain, but what is South's best bid, do you think, here? And we have covered it just recently in the slides. Again, some of this stuff today will be for the more experienced members and partnerships of the class. There will be a certain amount of wafting, I think, from other members of the class. No names mentioned. We don't like to name and shame. Well, yes, we would love to be in 3 no trumps, but we're worried about the clubs. 5 diamonds clearly is not a contract we really want to be in. So we bid 3 spades. I'll alert it. It says I've got a stopper in spades, not necessarily 4 cards, a spade stopper. North, what do they do next? Clearly they need to bid again. 3 spades is forcing, it's artificial. So 3 spades shows a spade stopper and clearly denies a club stopper. Because if South had stoppers in spades and clubs, they'd bid 3 no trumps. So North now fishes out. North can't bid 3 no trumps. Do you want to be in 5 diamonds? The last time I was in 5 diamonds was 1983. You know that. 23rd of March. 3:25 in the afternoon, if you really want to know. So they can show their 3-chord support for hearts. 3-card support, should I say. Can't be 4, otherwise they'd have supported earlier. So this would show 3-card support in hearts. And South, write it down, Andrew. Yes, make a note. Passes. Even though we might be playing in a 4-3 heart fit, that's going to be better than 5 diamonds in duplicate. 5 diamonds would make, but we're going for the points in duplicate. You might think it's strange we've led the ace of clubs, but West was listening to the bidding, and they know that North and South haven't got a club stopper, so they start off with an aggressive lead of the ace of clubs, even though they haven't got the king. because they know that north-south are weak in clubs. Just so I point that out. Encouraging 9. And let's say they switch to a spade. Oh, I can see the hand playing, Sam. Maybe it's just you. Yeah, I think it's just you, Sam. Yeah, no, the others can see it playing. Ace of spades. Clearly, it's right to draw trumps, so we play a heart to the king. Yeah, I think it's just Sam there. Refresh your browser, Sam. Oh, yes, hang on, let's concentrate. We've noticed the 9 of hearts there. I'm looking. And the Jack of hearts. Right, which one now for declarer? What do you think? We've just seen West play the 9 of hearts followed by the Jack of hearts. So we now use the principle of restricted choice. It's twice as likely that the 10 of hearts is with East. Okay? Twice as likely. Queen of hearts. And we've got the rest of the tricks. The diamonds and spades are winners, aren't they? So we picked up the heart suit without loss. We're going to make 11 tricks. By the way, very well done, which beats 5 diamonds, of course, which makes only 420. So 4 hearts plus 1 is the top score. Lots to think about there, Anne. Give yourself 4 marks, by the way. If after the ace, queen of clubs, you played a 3rd round of clubs. That keeps declarer to 10 tricks. So if you're thinking about ace, queen of clubs, and then the 2 of clubs, that's good defense. Declarer only makes 10 tricks then. That definitely has got the grey cells working. These are the 3 things to remember. After partner opens 1, no trump, pass with ordinary 11 counts. Prefer the 4 heart, 4 spade fit to 3 no trumps and use Stamen. Unless you're 4-3-3-3, or unless you've got loads of points, 28, 29, 30, with stoppers in the 2 unbid suits. And finally, sometimes prefers playing a good major suit pass score, even with a known fit in the minors. These are all duplicate pairs strategies. Well, thank you, everyone. Bit of overtime there, but happy to bring it to you.
Thank you so much, Jack. Thank you, everyone in the class. A challenging one, for sure.
One of the most challenging lessons we've done, Bashir, for sure. This is a high-end topic we're dealing with here.
I'm so impressed with this class. They say, bridge helps us keep our brains healthy, active, exercising it. I think members in this class, we're going to be able to keep ours going strong with workouts like today's. So thank you, Jack.
Yeah. It was definitely a mental workout today. And as I've said several times, this is a high-end lesson. Less experienced players can do a bit of wafting at various times. But it just shows that, how the club expert will think about hands in a slightly different way,
Well, for those of you like myself who did find it challenging, this, along with the original 4 lessons, are there for you. Take your time with them, pause, think about it. And Jack, will we return for another review of the last 2?
Yes. This was a review of lessons 1 and 2 that we did in September and October. So, in about a month's time, we'll give people's brains a time to recover.
Good. Yes.
Have a lie down. This lesson, by the way, Bashir, was sponsored by paracetamol.
Did you bring enough for the whole class, Jack?
Yeah. There's quite a supply that I've got.
Okay, good.
Other brands are available.
Hey, everyone, just look underneath your seat. And before you came into the classroom, we left you.
We have left you a little package that we sent you. But yes, no. So in about a month's time, we'll redo lessons 3 and 4, which I think was definitely one of them was slam bidding. So we'll do that in about a month. So for this week, really exciting. We've got the live promo at 11, which of course anyone's more than welcome to join us from this class.
We would so appreciate seeing you there. As you all know, Jack and I get quite excited. We look forward to doing the open lessons. But it's a little bit, I still get a little bit nervous. So seeing familiar names like yours.
It is nervous because, you don't know what's, you've got all these new people. You don't know what might go wrong.
You never know.
You never know what might happen. But it's nervous excitement, I call it, because it's really nice to have new people in as well, to welcome them for the first time. But yes, and then this time next week, Bashir, we're doing a review. I haven't mentioned that. So we were doing a review of the last 5 or 6 weeks at this time, Monday at 9:30.
Okay, very good. Well, thank you all again. We'll look forward to seeing you next week. If you're able, same time, same place. And of course, before that on Wednesday at 11 a.m. UK time, if you're able to join us for our open lesson taught by Jack.
Brilliant, Bashir. Well, yes, I think I might go for a lie down now as well.
Well deserved, Jack. Well deserved. Thank you for that fantastic lesson.
Great. See you soon.
Bye, all.
Bye, Jack.